So this has been driving me crazy. So here's my pantry. As you can see, it's not extra large, but it was organized when we first moved in, but I've slowly been being lazy and just throwing things in there, so I'm gonna take things out and reorganize and bring you guys along. So I figured I'd show you guys one of the things I have never regretted purchasing. Is these little white, well, they're not the little ones, but these white little boxes from IKEA. They have this like indent here, and they have handles, and it's smooth plastic. It's not going to cut your finger or anything. I have had those from like dollar store where they're sharp on the bottom, and I have sliced my finger, especially because I was using them as freezer boxes. Not a good idea. They have medium, or I guess these are the large size, and then they have smaller ones that are like half this size, and then they have really small ones that you use like maybe for, I honestly don't know what you use the small ones for, but I'm sure there's something out there. So yeah, those, and these. They have these glass containers there. This is the large one. You can get a bamboo lid like I did, or glass lid like that one for my coffee. And then they also have plastic clip-ons, so like if you have kids, you know, sometimes having things that clip on and not just pull off might be a good idea. So I'd say for pantry organization, really love these things. The only downfall with the glass containers is they don't actually fit. Like, they fit, my full bag of coffee can fit in there, no problem. But it doesn't fit a Costco size bag of organic sugar, so that's kind of a bummer. But I'll show you what I use for that too. A bucket. Buckets work fantastic, especially if you're not picky on how it looks. It's easy. It's got a handle. This will hold a whole bag of sugar. So basically, I just fill this one up, and this is for quick access, like desserts, or if we have guests over and they like to have sugar in their coffee or tea, I'll put that out, and then they can just grab a spoonful whenever they want. I would actually get a smaller one to have out all the time, but we don't have sugar in our coffee or tea anymore, so yay. So yeah. Y'all, when you're canning, remember to label things. Like, I know all of this is broth. I think that is beef broth. There's 3 there, and then the rest of this should be chicken broth. But I can't remember for sure if that's beef broth. It looks like it. But I do remember making a batch of chicken broth, and it was super, super dark, and I don't know, maybe I got them mixed around. So do yourself a favor when you can, and actually write on there. See, I did some of them, but didn't do those 3. Oh well. So because I have a smaller space right now, I like to have things that I know can all fit in, which means I like to have cans of the same relative size anyways, and I empty everything into them. That way when they go in the cupboard, they can line up all nice, and I don't have a million packages, which I've been slacking on, as you can see. So some of the things that I like to keep on hand, popcorn, because during summer sometimes I really don't feel like cooking, or we just don't feel like eating, and so just make us some popcorn, and that's our dinner. It works. I love my pinto beans. These are actually from some family. They grow them, and I love them. I also keep quinoa on hand. It's definitely more used in winter, but I should start putting it on our cold salads. That actually would be really good. Some other things that I like to keep on hand are canned beans. They keep nicely, and they're great for when you just want like a small portion and you don't feel like cooking all of the beans. Some people don't like canned beans, whatever. This is what I can do, so this is what I do. A little treat I found at Costco a while back, the artichoke hearts in oil. They're really yummy. I put them on salads, I put them in stir fries, I put them in soups. It's really good. Always have better than bouillon. I got gifted some Rotel mild chopped or diced tomatoes. They work really well. For soups, salsas. I also have the ones I usually buy. And I have a lot of pumpkin that I got given. Pumpkin I got given here. I like to use it in pancakes and for my muffins. I love pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. And another thing I have a lot of on hand is tuna. Also a great little quick summer dinner, just tuna sandwiches. I got given this as well. I have not had a chance to sit down and figure out a recipe to use it with, but if you have one, maybe send it my way. Soy sauce, salt, lots of salt. Every aspect of cooking, you need some salt. Another thing I like to have on hand is honey. We actually got this from a farmer friend of ours. I never had creamed honey until I came to Canada. So basically what creams it is a bacteria that gets in the honey. I'm really not sure how it all works. I'm going off of secondhand information that I should have paid more attention to, but it's really yummy. The bacteria gets in there and it creams it. It's really good. But yeah. So Canada, you have one thing going for you. I also, like I said, I usually get the organic sugar from Costco. I love it. I use it for pretty much everything, but they've been out of it the last few times. So I got this coconut sugar. And honestly, I cannot tell the difference really when like I use it in baking and stuff. But apparently this does not work in canning or for curing meats or anything like that. If you use that, just use it in baking and other stuff, and then save the good stuff for things where it actually matters what kind of sugar you have. I also always keep oats on hand. Husband loves his oats. I usually get them at Costco. They have a big bag for about $17, I think it is. No, $9. Sorry, thinking of flour. $9 for a big bag, and it usually fills this up, plus a couple of my larger jars as well. Just got given that. It's not something I normally would keep on hand, but and chia seeds. They're great in smoothies, great for topping cereal. You can make little puddings out of them. It's really yummy, actually. I keep beet pollen on hand for, just helps with my husband's allergies. I put it in a smoothie. Sunflower seeds for my salad. I'm forgetting the name of these now. Goji berries. They're really yummy. They're a nice little dried fruit snack. I keep cacao nibs. Use them in baking. My pastas. I actually need to restock my pasta. There's a great little Italian place not too far from us, Italian store, and they carry every kind of pasta you can imagine, and they have a whole gluten-free section, and actually it's all from Italy, so it's not, there's a lot of stuff that's on our Canadian and US pastas that will not be in Italian, which is a good thing. Cashews I keep on hand, pistachios, I got some last time I went shopping. I have found a love for figs. I love them. Didn't use soup, but they're really yummy. Got that big bag from Costco as well as dates. Sometimes my husband will go for his chocolates, also from Costco, and I will go for these when I need a little bit of a sweet treat. husband can't take leftovers to work, so he has to have something quick and easy. So also from Costco, you can also find them at No Frills and Superstore. Some little granola bars. And then Triscuits. We do love our Triscuits. Tried these crackers out. Josh really likes them. I'm not too huge of a fan, but I will eat them. The last couple weeks we've been trying this jerky. Crazy Canucks. I like the Cajun. We got to try a few samples. It's Alberta through and through. It's really good, and this big bag is $25. They have smaller bags for $10, but yeah. And I kept some bagged popcorn on hand. My husband's it is Weetabix, honey, not Weet-Bix. There is an A. Some chips from a family gathering. We don't usually have chips on hand, and corn tortilla chips. I always have those ones on hand, actually, because salsa or bean dip, whatever, this sometimes will be my lunch. So, and I have my cereal from Costco, which I'm realizing is opened and I haven't eaten it. It's the pumpkin seed and flax green box. I can't picture the name at the moment, but I can picture the box. It's at Costco, really good. Also leaving on a trip here shortly, so I bought a case of these from Costco like a year ago. When Josh lost his job, we had 6 months of no money coming in, so we were living very frugally and tried to buy things that would last a while. So I bought a big case of these, and this is what's left of those. And then, like I said, I'm going on a trip, so I went and I actually got some 2-minute noodles for Josh and his sidekicks. I don't know why he loves that stuff. I can make pasta that's better than that, but whatever. Yeah, and then a couple other things. I always keep refried beans on hand because I don't have access to a lot of lard at the moment, so it's just easier and better for me to buy it. Baking powder, another thing I keep on hand. Brown sugar, maca powder for smoothies, my ginger. I love ginger. It is one of the underutilized roots in the world, I feel like. Everybody should have ginger. I also keep steam fried noodles in the cabinet. That's what I use to make stir fry when I don't feel like having rice. I'm not really a rice fan, so I much prefer noodles. A big thing I think everybody should have in their pantry is white vinegar. You can use it to clean, you can use it to sanitize, you can use it for cooking, and literally I buy these things probably 4 or 5 at a time, and they'll last me about 6 months to about 1 a month. And they're cheap. They're like $1.98 at No Frills. Probably have gone up in the last few days, but that's okay. I'm actually going to try to figure out how to make that myself, so it's one less thing I don't have to buy. But and then along with that, active dry yeast. I haven't opened this one. This is a compact one, but I mean, a thing of yeast will last me about a year. I think I've bought 2 since we've been here. We've been here for 2 years, so a yummy little sauce, also from Costco. The lawnmower's going. Okay, just 1 sec. So anyways, I only keep 2 vinegars, white and apple cider, which actually I have made apple cider vinegar before, but I just happened to have bought these before I knew how to do that. So I'm not going to waste them, I'm just going to use them. And olive oil is my main cooking oil. I do have grapeseed oil, but I'm kind of iffy on it still, so I probably wouldn't buy it again. I'd probably just stick with my olive oil. It's my tried and true. I picked up some glaze from Costco as well. Haven't used it very much. I probably wouldn't buy it all the time. It's just one of those things like, oh, I'll try it out. So that, my husband loves Rogers Golden Syrup. We live in a place that literally has gallons of maple syrup and it tastes so amazing, but this is what he likes. So keep that for him. And I have my maple syrup in the fridge, actually. And then generally I keep my quick olive oils up here and my salt and pepper here. Got some Werther's candies because why not? And a honey stick. And butter, yeah, so I keep all those pretty close to my cooking stations. Then I've got my citrus. I always have citrus around because it's always good for you no matter what time of year. As far as sauces go that I keep on hand, I have Frank's Red Hot, which I buy, let's see if you can see that. I buy the big thing. There's a local place that I buy it from, and also Business Costco has it, so you could buy it from there. Oh, I actually do keep balsamic vinegar. It's great for vinaigrettes. And I do buy rice vinegar occasionally when I have a surplus of ginger and I like to pickle it. I love ginger. You could also add it to stir fries, really good. Maylie's Thai sweet red chili sauce from Costco. My husband will not eat any sort of stir fry without it. I like to keep wood smoke. I like mesquite. My husband does not like the smoky flavor, so this little bottle I've had for 7 years. Probably should have kept it that long, but whatever, it's fine. And W sauce. Always keep that on hand. I use it for cane sauce. I use it for any sort of marinade for meats or for barbecue sauces, stir fries, soups, stews. I use it for everything. I do have teriyaki sauce, but I got given it. I don't usually keep it on hand. So this is the end product of rearranging, getting rid of half empty packets, putting them in jars, throwing out things that have expired or that I'm never going to use, which there was a couple things. So yeah, I just kind of moved it around. I moved all my heavy like oils and vinegars down to the bottom. Just that way they're not cluttering and I can actually have some more stuff up there. I put the flour up there, my sugar there. I've got easy access to oats and sugar for my husband's breakfast. All my canned stuff, and move those down a shelf. And yeah, those are basically my restock cupboards. That's everything that I've got up here, just stuffed away if I have extras. So yeah, that's the honey I get from our farmer friend. Oh, and I just kind of wanted to tell you guys, I save my frying oil and I use it for like 3 to 4 times depending on what I'm frying in it. Just put it in there and reuse again. So yeah, I've got a little bit of a tidier pantry. Some things don't really make sense where they're at, but they make sense to me and that's all that matters, right? I was going to show you guys up here. I've got all my tincture and salve making stuff. And then I've got my kombucha. Oh, I've got another olive oil up here. Not sure if that's going to fit there, but anyways, I've got my kombucha up here. I'm just waiting to make another batch. Hopefully that's just bubbles. Yeah, it looks like just bubbles. Okay. Also keep cranberry juice on hand. My husband cannot take cranberry pills, so this is the next best thing. But yeah, so keep those. And I've also got some Ribena and some a tonic water. Just like right in the beginning of COVID, everybody's like, oh, tonic water really helps. So I've had it on hand ever since, and I totally forgot I had it. So good thing I looked today. So yeah, this is, I'd say about 75% of my food storage. Then just to the left of the pantry, oh, it's not shutting. There we go. I've got all of my spices in these amazing antique canning jars. I keep allspice, ancho chili, bay leaves, basil, clove, chipotle powder, coriander, chili, just normal chili you would buy at the store, cinnamon, cardamom. It's really great for teas and all sorts of yummy things. I've got cinnamon sticks. I've got a little bit of cayenne pepper. I've got marjoram, New Mexico chili, which is like gold. Oh, that's cayenne, sorry. Red pepper flakes. Marjoram, cumin, fennel, garlic, more coriander, extra rosemary, paprika, oregano. I usually just empty my other jars into this. Nutmeg, rosemary, tarragon, which honestly I don't really use that much. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor. I've got sesame seeds for bagels, thyme, parsley, got lavender in here, and then I've got my homemade taco burrito seasoning mix, South African store chicken spice, and steak spice. Yeah, steak and chops. Really yummy if you can find these. They're really good seasoning. And I also got this. I haven't used it yet. Just got given it to me, so I'm gonna try it out. And then, whoops. Next to that, I've got all of like my baking stuff. You know, vanilla, salt, pepper. Well, pepper's not really baking, but salt, pepper, baking powder, baking soda, cornstarch, and something else. What is that? Oh, citric acid. There we go. Citric acid. I have all my spare baking stuff down there.